Hi everyone, welcome in, welcome back. I'm Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing, where I do tarot readings and hopefully expanding to other modalities in the future. I hope you're all doing well. Today's Wednesday, November 15th, 2023, but my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this, if the title catches your eye, there's probably a message in here for you. So this morning, as I was looking through my closet to find something to wear, I was reminded of something that came out yesterday in one of the readings, which was being playful like otters. So I decided to wear my Gumby t-shirt. For those of you who remember Gumby and Pokey, it was something that I watched when I was a kid, and I always loved it. There were good messages in that show. So anyway, this morning, so on that kind of same thing where I was thinking about what I wanted to read about today, or what I want to pull cards on, what do I want to do, I was checking the business Facebook page, and I have a few friends on there, but mostly I use it for business, not this business, but our carpentry business. And one of my former coworkers from another company shared that yesterday, when he was at work, he was driving through Portland and he saw a homeless woman being harassed by two, I guess what he was saying is affluent people, probably by the way they were dressed, he could tell. And they had kicked her tent and ripped it and did a few mean things. And he pulled over, parked his vehicle and jumped out and, got rid of them. They ran away. I mean, basically he approached by himself. There were two of them and they ran away, and he helped the homeless woman pick up all of her belongings and put them back. He repaired her tent, and offered her some money, which she said, that she wasn't going to take. And she said that he had done all that she had hoped for or needed for that day. This is a stark reminder that we all need to be kind and that every human being deserves decency, kindness, caring. This woman is a human being, and she did not deserve whatever, those other two men were doing. So I just want to remind people, excuse me, that kindness has a ripple effect. Who knows? This woman may have frozen to death tonight, being unable to repair her tent. She may have been depressed and ended her life or whatever. But this thing that my friend did, in probably 15 or 20 minutes of his life, made a huge difference in hers. So I just want to remind everybody that kindness matters always, to everyone. Any little thing that you do. I've said this before, a smile, a compliment, a hug, something that we can give from our heart freely to brighten another's day. It matters. It really does. It matters. It's important to me. Kindness is important to me. So anyhow, I'm now going to pause the camera and reposition it, and we will do a reading for today. Okay, here we go. Let's turn on my birch light. What do we want to... I guess I'm going to light the sage and citrus. I need to get some more candles. Did I say that already? Probably. But where I live, it's not like I can just say, I need some candles, and 10 minutes down the road is a store to get them. I live kind of in the boonies. In fact, there's a store down the road called the Boonies. Okay, so I'm going to use my Merlin Connection spray this morning to get connected with Spirit. I had so much fun yesterday doing those readings and doing those bonus readings for those where the cards flew out of the deck in the first one. I just had so much energy doing it. This is how I know that this is something that I'm meant to do. This is part of my purpose. I'm sure it's not my whole purpose for being here in this lifetime, but it is part of it. And I know it just by the way it flows and the way I feel when I'm doing it. I hope that I'm bringing you guys some, a smile, some joy, some information. I hope that I'm sparking your interest to look more into things like your birth chart and the planets and how they affect us and different things like that. And most of all, I hope that I'm shining a light on the fact that we should listen to our gut intuition, and that if we go within and meditate and really listen, our life will begin to flow so much easier. That is so important. When things go smoothly and seem to flow, that's when you know that you're going in the right direction. When it's really, really difficult and you have to do so many different things to get something to work, that may be the universe saying this isn't what you should be doing. So believe you me, I have had many days like that. All right, I'm drinking a red velvet hot cocoa. Red velvet is one of my favorite flavors of cakes and cupcakes and things. And I found this hot cocoa that was red velvet, and I was like, ooh, I've never heard of that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If I do drink coffee, I drink half calf. And a few months ago, I cut way down on my coffee drinking. I used to drink a big travel mug of coffee every single day. And then I got sick, and I was sick for a few days, and I just didn't want to drink coffee. So after that, now it's just one regular sized cup of half calf if I drink it at all. Not that you needed to know that. Sometimes I just talk. All right. What does the collective need to know for a message today, Spirit? What do we have for messages for the collective today, please? What do we have for messages for the collective that are watching us today or any other day that they find this reading? Okay, we got 4 coming out for the top row. That's fine. Okay, what do we have now for the bottom row? I got up early again today. I did it yesterday too. So I was stacking wood. Now it's all finally stacked. Phew. Because we have it delivered and then it's outdoors and then we bring it in the basement when fall comes around. We were a little late this year because we had so much rain here in Maine that our seasoned wood got really soaked and we had to leave it out longer than we wanted to. So we got it into the basement over the weekend, and then I stacked it yesterday and today. Not a whole lot. I mean, it was probably, I don't know, maybe a half a quart altogether, but we had other in there. We've been working on it for a month. So I got up and I did that, and then I took a shower, and let's see what we have. Oh, I guess it's 2 rows of 4. Well, that's different, isn't it? That is different. Okay. As always, when I do a reading for the collective, or I'm doing, a general reading, there are going to be multiple messages. So please take what resonates for you. Remember, there are a lot of different people watching. So Spirit needs to bring through several messages in each reading that I do. So hopefully each person is getting something out of it that they needed to hear. All right. Top row. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. So somebody is being bothered by thoughts. I sometimes call this the monkey mind that won't shut off. Some worry, some anxiety. Swords are words, thoughts, communication. But I always point out that in this card, there is an owl outside the window, which is wisdom. So you can use your wisdom to turn that off, to figure out how to turn that off. That's easier said than done because this happened. It used to happen to me all the time. Relatively every single night for years. If I woke up in the middle of the night, I couldn't get back to sleep. And thankfully, I've learned how to resolve that. It's going to be different for everyone. But one of my things that helped me resolve it was the gratitude journal. Before I go to bed, I always write things that I'm grateful for, things that I would like to call into my life. And that it has helped me tremendously. Meditation has helped me and things like that. Excuse me, I don't know why my throat's doing that. So another thing in this picture is the woman in red hovering above. She has a mask on. I really, this can mean different things to different people. We wouldn't necessarily think of an angel in red. So I usually say this is like a superhero ancestor. That's the message I'm getting right now. It's like an ancestor who's crossed in spirit that's trying to help you with this. So if you have a strong female who's crossed over, she may be trying to help you with this monkey mind thinking. And then we have the strength card. This can be a Leo card. This is a number 8, which is mastery and infinity. So we have that. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Wands are action. Aces are new beginnings. This is literally a new beginning being shoved right at you, given to you. So some of you may be starting a new job or getting some money or some help with your business. That's what that is. Then we have the Ten of Swords at the end of the row. So he has had a long, wordy battle, some sort of negotiation, contract negotiation, a long project at work, something of that nature. But tens are completion. So that's coming. So the beginning of that row was the Nine of Swords, and the end of that row was the Ten of Swords. So I'm really feeling that some of you have been really having a go of it with something to do with words, conflict, could be court battles, court cases, custody, divorce, lawsuits, things like that. And obviously that isn't for everyone. And it could be many things. And then in the middle of those is strength, saying you have the strength to get through this. And the Ace of Wands, which is some sort of a new beginning. So I would say that on this top row, you're worried about whatever this swords, this words, intellect, paperwork thing is. You have the inner strength to be able to deal with it. And a new beginning is going to come out of it. Whatever this is that's going on, you're going to get a new beginning out of it. And then you're going to be all done and you're going to be able to rest. He's resting there in a field of flowers. He's not dead. He's resting after, all of that conflict. So that's the top row. The bottom row starts off with the King of Pentacles. Woo-hoo. This is everything in your material world that you have created. This could be many, many things to people. So material things are not just our job, but they could be buying a new home, buying a new car, getting a new couch. I mean, this is like the epitome of your material world and the best it can be. Maybe you're painting your bedroom or remodeling somehow. But this king does want to stop and enjoy what he's created. Okay, so this is a reminder that once we've created that beautiful life, home, the car, whatever it is, that we need to be able to take a rest and set down our responsibilities for a time so we can actually enjoy them. Sometimes we forget that. We just keep working and working and working and having goals, and we burn ourselves out. So we have to take care of ourselves. Then we have the Fool, which is definitely a new beginning. So you had the Ace of Wands in the top row, new beginning with some action. You have the Fool in the bottom row, which is a new beginning of anything you want to make it. The Fool is basically, it's similar to the Magician. The Magician is all things are possible and you have the power within you to create it. The Fool is all things are possible and which road will you take? What will you choose to do next? And then we have the Five of Swords, more thoughts, contracts, etc. Fives are change. he's got 4 swords under his arm and 1 sword at the ready. So I feel like this is some sort of the wordy conflict that we saw in the top row with the 9 and the 10 of swords. The 5 is right in the middle of 1 and 10. So this could be, you know, in the middle of the battle, you're almost done. You really don't want to fight anymore. That's why you've put your 4 swords away. I'm just giving you what Spirit's telling me. You just need enough of that sword, one of the 5, to make it to the end, to get to the completion. So maybe not having a, let me get the wording right. Let me give you an example. Okay, so let's say some of you are going through a divorce and your soon-to-be ex, this is the only thing I could think of, I'm sorry, has 10 things on the list that he wants you to agree to. And you have 10 things that are different than his. You have 10 things and 5 are the same and 5 are different. What do you want to, do you want to just compromise and say, okay, I don't really need those other 5 things. Take your emotions out of it. When you get past something like this and compromise, it's always better for everyone around. So basically what I'm saying is, pick your battles, I guess would be, this is what Spirit is saying. It's pick your battles. Which battle do you need to fight and which battles can you lay down? Okay? So I don't know how this resonates for some of you, but there's definitely something going on with all these swords, cards. We'll look at the entire thing in a moment, but I'm just trying to tune in because the 5 of Swords comes right after the Fool with the new beginning. This could also be, once you decide that new beginning with the Ace and the Fool, don't take all of your anger and all of your past battles with you into the new project. Yeah, I'm feeling that. For some of you, you still have something that you're needing to get through with words or contracts, and you need to try and rethink it, change how you're thinking about it, decide what you really must have, and then go forward with that. And then we have the 2 of Cups. 2s are balance and choice. This card I think of as both, okay? So you have a choice to make. Balance is the male and female energy you see above, right? Water is emotion. Cups are emotion. So there's some sort of emotional choice you need to make that will balance things out, which kind of goes along with this. If we think of what I was saying about choose your battles, take what you need going into the future, this is going to be making that choice about what you need to take. Yes, that's what I'm feeling from Spirit, is that it's going to be really important for some of you to decide what battles that you really need to fight. I don't like to say fight or battle. I don't know why I said, because the swords, that's why. What should you compromise on? What should you demand? And what should you let go? Okay, that just came in. What should you compromise on? What should you demand? And what should you let go of? Okay, so this could be a contract with anything. It doesn't have to be a court battle. It could be at work. Maybe somebody's proposing to change your position in some way. And you need to look at that and think about what you would like to, to have and what you can let go of. You may have an idea of, well, this is how I want my new position to be. I want this money and I want this many vacation days and I want and you can have a whole list, and your boss comes to you and maybe only half of those things are on the list. And then you need to decide, okay, which things on my list are so important that I'm willing to go head to head with my boss to try and get it. I hope this makes sense to you. I say what comes through. Okay. I'm just trying to feel in here. Your inner strength is really going to come into play here. You're going to have to not come out, roaring like a lion. You're going to have to use some wisdom and use your inner strength so that you don't just kind of go out and go off on somebody and ruin this new beginning. Remember, through this all, you're creating this, but you need to take some time to enjoy what you already have, what you've already created. Take some time, set down your responsibility for a bit. Go away for a night, for a weekend. Go visit a friend that lives close enough for you to drive to and just spend a night with a friend, and get some clarity. Maybe get a friend that you can discuss, all of this with. And then you're going to have to make those choices. Okay. Let's get a Denise Linn Sacred Forest Oracle, one of my favorite decks. Let's see what we can add to this. Let's see what we can, not so much an uplifting, except there's a new beginning coming. So I'm really feeling, and this has been a theme. We've had sword through November. We really have had a theme of lots of work, lots of wordy conflicts, lots of contracts, lots of job changes, lots of things like that have been going on in the November readings. Okay, Spirit, how many cards is that? 3. Really? Do I need all 3 of these? Sorry, when I talk low, you probably can't hear me. 3 cards came out. Not necessarily the best for time-wise, but I'm going to take them because I let them sit there for a minute and I said, do I really need 3 cards? And the answer was yes. Okay, so Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace. Grace. This is a 49 card, which is a 13, which is a 4, which is stagnation or stability. Guardians of the Land, protection. This is a 21 card. This is a 3, collaboration and creation. Then we have Bee Spirit, prosperity. I love this card so much. It's so adorable. This is a 5, which is change, okay? So we've got 3 cards here. All right, let's go. The first one that came out was 49. Wise Woman of the Grove. Wise Woman of the Grove. Spirit is telling me that there are a lot of different people watching, and each of these cards has a message for some of the people watching. So you'll have to decide whether the grace, protection, or prosperity card resonates with you, okay? All right. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a remarkable time of ease, wisdom, healing, joy, and inspiration. Your ability to hear the voices of Spirit is rapidly expanding. Spirit guardians are watching over you with immense love and kindness. What were we just talking about? Being in the state of grace means being blessed by divine forces. Grace can mean having enough inner nobility that even if you know your opinion is absolutely right, you don't push the point. Ooh, remember choosing what conflicts and battles we're going to go for. You are willing to drop it, knowing that in the great scheme of things, it's not that important. Oh my gosh. Besides, the Creator knows the truth of the situation, even if others don't. There are times to be abruptly, starkly honest, but this isn't one of them. Be diplomatic, remember the Strength card, and gracious in your interactions with others. Speak with love and kindness. We were just talking about that. I love when Spirit does this. Okay, so the concise message for Wise Woman of the Grove. She says, you can relax and let go. Your path is guided. Spiritual nobility is growing within you. The spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Kindly honor the truth of others, even if you don't agree or if you know better. The Creator knows the truth. Good grief. Yeah. So that's another sign that whoever these contracting messages were for, inner strength, restraint, choose what you really need to go for. Not everything. Okay. And that was a 4 card, stability or stagnation. It was 49, but it comes down to a 4. Okay, Guardians of the Land, protection. This is 21. Maybe some of these maybe for some of you, all three of these messages will resonate. I don't know. I like this card. It's a forest, and it has a stag in the background standing there as a sign of protection, protecting his forest. Okay, you are enough just as you are. No matter what has happened or occurred in the past, the truth is that you are absolutely and unconditionally enough as you are. You are loved, you are cherished. Do not be concerned about outside forces and the judgments and expectations of others. You are protected in your own energy field. This card can appear when you need to take steps to protect your energy. While the guardians of the light will help out, you must also be responsible for your own well-being. Envision a protective shield around yourself and around your home. Spend time with people and in situations that uplift your energy rather than draining it. Yes, yes. So those of you that are dealing with all of those wordy things, you do need to put some protection around you. Whatever it is for you. I picture a green crystalline light around me, around my property, around my house. Like I picture a green crystalline bubble around my car when I'm driving. So you should all adopt something that's your protection, that's special to you. The spirit of Guardians of the Land says you are safe and surrounded by a protective shield. You are not alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces. Within this, you can soar to great heights. So as I'm reading that, Spirit is giving me the message. Some of you that are in this conflict, whatever this is with the swords, are feeling like nobody understands you, nobody understands it, nobody understands why you are trying to have this battle or fight or lawsuit. I don't know, whatever it is. There are people that are not understanding why you're doing it, and so it's making you feel isolated. But remember, you are protected. You are divinely guided. Go within. Use your intuition, okay? Use your inner strength. Yes, yes. And there's someone out there, if you think about it, try to be around or be with or talk to those friends that you know are supportive of you no matter what. There's also sometimes a time when our friends can tell us the truth that we can't hear from ourselves. So sometimes in these type of conflicts, our friend might say, hey, do you really want to do this? And maybe you want to have a chat about that. Okay, B spirit, prosperity, which is number 5, change. This card can be a wonderful sign that abundance and sweet energy is coming your way. It also can be a card of productivity and organization. So if you have been indecisive, remember you have the 2 card with the choice, disorganized and unfocused, that 9 of Swords with all the swords coming down, this card can mean that it's time to focus. Reprioritize your life. Have you been too busy with nothing to show for all your work? Decide what is most important and take steps in those directions. Theme. This is exactly what we were saying. What is the most important thing that you need to keep with you, fight with, negotiate for, right? To activate the prosperity you desire, this card also can signify that it's time to work hard. Be willing to put in time and energy, and your goals will be attained. So that's your new beginning here, your Ace of Wands, and your King of Pentacles, which is work, leadership, work. Bees work together, so also consider whose energy aligns with yours and how you might collaborate to achieve your desires. By doing this, good fortune will ensue. Throughout history, bees and their productivity are admired because they bring us honey, which is associated with the sweetness of life, nourishment, and wealth. Honey is also associated with gold in many legends. The message Bee Spirit brings is that with diligent work, you will gain gold. Spirit Bee says the sweet abundance of the universe is flowing into your life. However, you need to take action and perhaps join with others to align with the frequency of your dreams. Believe that you deserve and your goal will unfold. Okay, yeah. So this new beginning of action and this choice and balance here that goes with that B spirit. You need to align with others, just like we were saying. You need to align with others that support you. So grace, protection, prosperity. Honestly, you couldn't have tied this reading in a better way. So Spirit, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of those messages for the people watching today, who I appreciate so much. Okay, I think that was it for today. Spirit says that's good. Yes, that's good. That is good. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Please comment where you're watching from or give me a thumbs up. Let me know if there are things that you'd like to see me do, and I will do my best to do that. I work for Spirit, and I try to bring you some joy every day. Peace, and kindness every single day. I love you all.